Hi guys, I'm Hyunjong Kim, and I worked as a bank intern for 2 months lately, and I think it's a great honor to meet you guys here. I would like to, before I start the presentation, I would like to say hello to all you guys. Hello, 반갑습니다. In short, I would like to tell you about my story as a bank member and as a bank intern. 9 years ago, guess what? How old do you think I am? Guess, make a guess. 21? I was born in 1996, so in American age, in Western age, I will be 23 right now. And 9 years ago, I had a chance to visit America, and I stayed mainly in Queens, New York. And at that time, I was hoping to be a missionary. But after I came back from the States, I got to know FANC and started becoming a member of FANC since then. And this summer, I worked as an intern. And on this presentation, I will tell you about the activities I've done with FANC, and also the things that you might be interested in, which is a kind of a recent, well-being known issue that's going on in Korea and around the world. Shall we begin? Here are the table of contents. Firstly, I will tell you about the Wikipedia project I worked on, and then I will tell you about what about the rising sun flag, what's wrong with that. And lastly, I will tell you the significance of 2 projects. As you might have used Google every time, every single day, every single hour to search on something. And these are the 5 websites that has been selected as the most famous websites around the world. It was surveyed last year. And there's Google, YouTube, Facebook, Baidu, and Wikipedia. An interesting phenomenon here is that why Wikipedia? When I was your age, like 6-7 years ago, 5 years ago, when I Googled something and there were some like facts about it and all this stuff, but nobody used Wikipedia. Because, as you know, Wikipedia is a website where you can upload. All the users can upload articles, things that you want to know. You can actually upload about yourself, who you are. But a few years ago, Google started to promote Wikipedia as an encyclopedia, which can be highly like a prestige website to show other people who search in Google on the engine. Like if I search FANC on Google, the Wikipedia website will be on the first page. Google started supporting Wikipedia like 2 years ago, and then that's what happened since then. These days, this one was there are about like more than 5 million articles in English on Wikipedia, and Wikipedia services about more than 200 languages around the world. Here you can see in Korean, there's like about 400,000 articles related to Korea and which are in Korean. And what we have found in Wikipedia that there are errors that start something like this. If I search on Google, Dokdo Island or East Sea, it comes out automatically saying Liangkrut Rocks or Sea of Japan. That's what happens when you search in Google, the islands and the East Sea. Oh, isn't it kind of weird because I searched on the Korean Google and wrote in Dokdo Island and East Sea. It comes out to be in saying Sea of Japan or Liangkrut Rocks. These are the errors that you can find in English or in other languages on Wikipedia that's showing distorted facts about Korea. So as an intern working in Vank for the summer, I started with a project called Wikipedia project, which is that in Wikipedia, these things, a lot of Korean people try to change the information on the website, on the Wikipedia, that Sea of Japan and Liangkul Rocks is wrong, so it should be changed to Dokdo and East Sea. But Wikipedia actually blocked Korean users from changing it, because they still think that the Liangkul Rocks and the Sea of Japan is a right thing that should be on Wikipedia. So as a member of Funk, we try to think, how can we change those distorted facts about Korea? So what we have started is that we can actually upload articles that are related to Korea, something like this. Has anybody heard about Ulung Island? Has anybody heard of it? Could you tell us about Ulung-do, briefly?
It's an island that is near Dokdo, and then that is where a lot of the Joseon and then Korea people try to defend against Japan.
Perfect. Give him an applause. Yes, he was perfectly correct. And Nari Basin is a place in the middle of Ulung Island, Ulung-do, where people lived, and there was not an article about Nari Basin in Wikipedia. So Funk members tried to make the article and upload it in Wikipedia, showing with a picture. And now, if I search in Google Nari Basin, Wikipedia, search result will come on the first page. But we had some problems here too. We also actually uploaded the plant which lives in Ulung Island. It says Ulung-do stone crop. At first we uploaded as Ulung-do stone crop, but later on somebody changed it into Sedam Takeshimense. The Japanese call Dokdo Takeshima. And doesn't it sound similar to you guys? It does, right? What we found out that the Sedam Takeshimense was a name that was enrolled by a Japanese botanist, thank you. In the late 1920s, when Korea was under Japanese occupation, and he uploaded in the academic page that it should be its own name. But now these days, all the scholars around the world use the Japanese named one. So even if we have the name called Ulung-do stone crop, it cannot be fixed because it's already used by scholars. So what we have done is that if we cannot change those things, the Sea of Japan to East Sea, Liangkul Rocks to Dokdo, and the Sedam Takeshimense to Ulung-do stone crops, Funk started on the Wikipedia Korea PR project manual. So let's let Koreans easily upload new articles that are related to Korea in other languages, including English, like German, Spanish, French, Italian. So I worked on the manual it's about 30 pages long, so that Funk members and other students learning about Korea can upload articles on Wikipedia. And we have selected the article lists that can be related to East Sea, Dokdo, Ulung-do, and the plants, the animals that grow in Korea. And Funk had uploaded to our websites about this Wikipedia project manual, and we have distributed this manual to different schools in Korea so that more Koreans could join our project, Korea PR project, to let a lot of people who search on Google about Korea to learn through Wikipedia on facts related to Korea. And this project, I believe it is a really nice project because all the other people can start a change. Because Wikipedia is an encyclopedia that everyone can upload, edit, change, do anything about an article. So that if I upload something like the Nari Basin as I uploaded, other users of Wikipedia can add more information about it and correct the ones that are kind of incorrect. And we started this project 2 months ago, and it's being like a boom, so that not only English, but as I said, other languages like Spanish, Italian, and so on, that even though we cannot change on Wikipedia Sea of Japan to EC and Yankee Rocks to Dokdo, even though we cannot do that, we can still change the things that matters to us. I should be standing up here, so the pointer works. And this is the another topic. Has anybody ever seen this flag before?
Wow.
Oh. More than I thought have already seen this flag. Could somebody tell what's this flag about? Okay.
This flag is basically a flag that represented the Japanese military and imperial past in the war between Japan and Korea. And it basically represents the crimes that they've committed to Korea.
Thank you, amazing. Give her applause. This flag is called the Rising Sun flag and used during the imperialistic times of Japan, and as well as on the occupation period of Japan on Korea from 1910 to 1945. And all of you having an American education must have seen this flag before, right? Right? Because, as I told you 9 years ago, I stayed in the States, and they were talking about this. The Haken Cruz, or also called swastika. And we could find a common thing between these two flags. This one and this one. The Rising Sun flag symbolizes fascism as much as the swastika, the Haken Cruz. Not a lot of people actually know about this fact. As you are Korean Americans, you might have heard about this from your parents, from your friends, from school, teachers. But Europeans and Americans, they don't really know about what's wrong with the Rising Sun flag. Here are the reasons. I will show you why it's common with the swastika, the Haken Cruz. It symbolizes fascism, imperialism, war crime, and it is the self-defense forces flag used in Japan. The similarity is that when Hitler was trying to invade other countries around Europe, he used fascism, imperialism, and war crime. He committed war crimes among citizens of Europe. And also, for Japan invaded Korea and other Asian countries and committed war crimes with fascism and imperialism. And also, the problem here is that even though the Germans have banned using this Haken Cruz in any kind of products, or even if you raise the swastika on a public place, you'll be punished for that. But still, Japan uses the Rising Sun flag as their self-defense forces flag. That's some kind of a problem, right? Because it meant some kind of imperialistic things that happened in the past, what they have committed, the crimes they have committed, but still they use it. And here's the thing. As you might have known, that Japan is going to hold the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. But what if they're going to use it? What if they're going to use the rising sun flag on the Olympic Games? What if, let's say, Germany is going to host the 2020 Olympics in Germany, and what if they are using their Hakenkreuz flags on their sites in Olympic Games? That might be a huge problem to Europeans, Americans, Jewish people, and all the people around the world, because they have already been taught and learned about the facts that Hakenkreuz swastika should never be used again. If you see on the Olympic Charter, it says no kind of demonstration or political, or religious, or racial propaganda is permitted in any Olympic sites, venues, or other areas. But the Japanese government's perspective is kind of different. The Tokyo Olympic Committee said that the rising sun flag has been used broadly and it doesn't include any political propaganda. And the Japanese Olympic minister said that I don't see it that way at all. So we could find a problem that all the people around the world know about Hakenkreuz, that it should be banned in anywhere around the world. But Japan is trying to allow using the rising sun flag when cheering for the Olympic Games next year, which is going to be held in Tokyo. So Vank started a project. About 2 weeks ago, I got a call from Mr. Park. And he asked me, oh, why don't we try this project? And he asked me to translate Korean into English. And then we had to put a petition on change.org saying that if Japan uses the rising sun flag in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, it will be same as the Nazi Hitler using the Hakenkreuz in 1936 Berlin Olympics. So from now on, I will allow you to use your phones right now. So could you take out your phones? Of course, I would say you guys all have cameras on your phones. Mine didn't, like 3 years ago. So if you go use this QR code or refer to the maybespeak.com/2020, you can see the petition we have posted 2 weeks ago. And it is the one that saying that please ban the use of the rising sun flag when cheering for the Olympic Games on 2020 Tokyo Olympics. If you go to the site, there will be like about 42,000 people who have already joined the petition. And like 2 weeks ago, we have loaded the petition. And then since then, in just 10 days, 40,000 people have joined. What we do with this project is that we think that all other people around the world, not just Asians, not just Koreans, who know the history of swastika, Hakenkreuz, Nazi, Hitler, can join the petition to tell people around the world that the same thing might be happening in Japan next year on the Olympic Games. We should be banning the Japanese government's action regarding the use of the rising sun flag on the Olympic arenas. So with this project, not only Koreans, not only people who have suffered from the Japanese imperialism 100 years ago, that all the people around the world can join this project, Peace Ambassador Project. Olympic Games has been a place where people gather for a peaceful event. But this Olympic idealism should not be distorted by people who says that the rising sun flag should be allowed to be used in the games. So last of all, I've told you about the 2 projects I've been working on with Funk. We start with the question, saying, what can we do with this? What can we do with these problems that are going on around the world? And we search for how, who, when, where, what, who, why we should solve this question and solve this problem. The significance, the importance about this project is that all the people around the world can join in with an easy access with internet, through Google, through Wikipedia, through change.org, so that more people learn more about the facts about Korea and also about the world history and the history that's going on in Korea, Japan, in the States, and around the world. This is my last page of my presentation. I would like to inform you about this website, usa.prkorea.com. It's a website made by Funk and Funk interns who uses their main language as English. And on this site, you will find out some facts that you've never learned in an American textbook. You can see the mainstream issues about Korea, like K-pop and the rising sun flag issue, and also about the Korean culture that you might have never seen on American textbooks, and also the foods and all those stuff. I hope you use this website to be more kind of connected to the mainland Korea and so on. Thank you for listening to my lecture, and I hope you enjoyed our time here. And have a nice day. Thank you.